Hello, everybody, and welcome into the Mountaineer Postgame Show. I'm Schuyler. That is Eugene. Napoleon, West Virginia 45, number 22, Houston 35. A look here at the numbers. True freshman quarterback Scotty Fox once again played another clean game of football, made some big-time throws, goes 13 of 22 for 157 yards and a touchdown. Meanwhile, Dior Hubbard, the redshirt freshman, set a career high with 108 yards and a touchdown on 29 carries. And really, I thought the stat of the day for the defense, obviously the takeaways were a huge part in this, but holding Houston to just 82 yards on the ground. This is a team that loves to run the ball. They run it 61% of the time, and you held them to 2.6 yards per carry. Gene, there's a lot to take away from this one, a lot to pull apart from. I'll let you have the floor here, and you can kind of take it wherever you want to start.
Let me tell you something. First off, that's a great overall team win. They look good in all three phases. And to go to Houston, ranked 22 in the country, whatever the case may be, and totally dominate the game, they came out looking like they was ready to play this game.
Yeah.
Everyone to a man looked like they were fired up and ready to play this game. They were patient, they were focused, they paid attention to detail, all the different things you need to do to win a game like this on the road, and they did exactly that. So I'm really proud of Rich, I'm really proud of the staff, I'm proud of the team. They look really good today.
They did. And my biggest concern was after Houston kind of took the early couple of shots and they punched back, and then all of a sudden, it's a tie ball game at the half. You start to wonder, like, is this thing going to kind of fall apart in the second half? And hats off to them. The defense comes out, gets the interception right away, or not right away, but a few plays into that opening drive of the second half for Houston. You go down, you take advantage of that. And that was the biggest key, in my opinion, Gene, in this game. And it's been something that hasn't really happened this year, is when West Virginia's defense has forced turnovers, they haven't capitalized on it. They come up empty-handed many times, just 3 and out. Today, you get those points off the turnovers. It really changes the dynamic of this game.
I think also, to be honest with you, I also think it has a lot to do with okay, when you are comfortable with who's the signal caller is, your defense can kind of relax a little bit because your quarterback can make some plays. And if put in the right position, if we give him the ball back, there's a chance we're going to move the ball. There's a chance that we're going to do some things. And Scotty Fox is not playing like a true freshman.
That dude is a gamer.
Listen, I told you who the young man reminds me of.
Little Jackson Dart.
Got a little Jackson Dart in him. You understand what I'm saying to you? So I'm really today, again, he looked really good, looked really clean. I'm going to use your term, looked really clean in the pocket, looked real comfortable out there. Looks like he's settling into the offense. Rich is getting some good things, called up on offense for him. So it looks like they're playing to not only his skill set, but he's comfortable. And they're giving him things that are quick, where he can get the ball out, he can make quicker reads. And the way they allowed him to run the football today was exactly the way you have to do it. You don't run into depth. You don't have to. You got really good, balance with your running and passing attack. But more importantly, when you did call a running play to him, he answered the bell big time.
Yeah, I mean, he averaged 6.5 yards a carry, 2 touchdowns. He had a 34-yard carry as well. And as you mentioned, Dior Hubbard, Sincere Bowers, they did their thing on the ground, 65 and 108 yards for those two. But with Scotty, to me, it was the toughness, man. I mean, he took some big shots in there when he stood back in the pocket early in the game. And then towards the end of the game, he had another big shot where he was kind of limping around. You're like, oh, boy, this is not good. Like, you need to keep him on the field. He stayed in there, hung in there, made the plays happen. And there was a couple of third down runs, Gene, where he just lowered his shoulder, absorbed the contact. He welcomed the contact and just drove straight through the defender to move the sticks. Huge game for him. And look, it's not going to the stats aren't going to pop off the page with you in this performance. 157 yards, it doesn't seem like much. But when you're talking about a true freshman, again, going on the road in facing a ranked team that's one of the better defenses in this league, I just thought you couldn't have asked for a better performance from him. Now, moving to the running back spot, Dior Hubbard, very similar to Scotty. The numbers aren't going to jump out at you. 108 yards, 3.7 yards per touch. But, man, he freaking earned every single inch of every yard that he got. He ran extremely hard and just felt like he just kept those legs turning, did a lot of good things, and was a huge part in this win.
Absolutely. Well, that's what you need. Remember, we talked about this in the pregame. That's what you need. You need performances like that out of your backs, out of your quarterbacks. And let me tell you something now. The offensive line, do I dare say,
Hey,
plays
hey,
pretty good.
hey, easy now. Easy now.
We got to give the big boys some love.
You
They
do.
played well today. Okay. They did exactly what you needed to do. They pushed Houston off the line of scrimmage.
Sure did.
Yeah, that's what you need to do. Now, West Virginia, and I do believe we can build on this because that's what it is. You look at the film, yeah, there's going to be some things as a coaching staff you want to clean up. There's always going to be things you want to clean up, but it's a much easier film watch when you win and you do the things you're supposed to do, right? And you can build on that opposed to losing and watching it and like, oh my God. No, I'm looking forward. If I'm the running back, if I'm Hubbard and Bowers, I'm looking forward to going in my film
Oh
section
yeah,
saying, okay,
they're
now,
probably trying to get it on the plane home because they're
okay.
excited to watch it.
So it's a beautiful thing. It's a great win. And shall I say, it's great to be a Mountaineer no matter where you are.
There you go. There
All
you
right.
go. And hey, look, I don't know. I don't know this for sure, but I'm thinking Jack Bicknell may be watching our Walk Through Game Day shows every week. Because remember, he was our player to watch for on the offense for the Mountaineers this week, and he got that group ready to go up front. They
Right.
paved the way. Pass protection still a little bit of a problem, and it's not like they were completely perfect on the ground either. There were some things that they missed and would like to have back, but early on they set the tone, and that's what you needed. And then from that point on, you just needed to stay ahead of the sticks, and for the most part, they did that. So hats off to Jack Becknell, that offensive line up front for getting the job done. Defensively, it felt kind of like a boomer bust game, Gene. Like it felt like, those first couple of drives, they were able to hang in there, make some stops. And
Yeah.
then the pass game got going for Connor Wigman. They were getting Tanner Kojio involved, who we warned everybody about, one of the best tight ends in the country. But every time they needed to get a stop, whether it was in the third quarter or the fourth quarter, they would come through with either a sack to force a punt, a TFL, or even a turnover. It what again, not one for the history books for the defense, but they made plays when they needed it.
That's all you need to do. You know what that's called? It's called doing your job.
Yeah.
That's it. To a man, doing your job. Offensively, defensively, special teams. When a play needs to be made, I don't
You
care
go
who
make the
makes it.
damn play.
Just go make the daggone play. All
Yeah.
right. So that's why I'm really happy about the win. When I say a team win, that's what it is. It's an unselfish win. I don't care who makes the play. You're rooting your brother on. You're getting the play made, offense, defense, special teams, and you're winning the daggone football game. That's what it's all about.
This is 2 weeks in a row now that we've seen a little pep in the step from, I think, the whole team. Like you give up 35, but you still made plays defensively that give you some hope moving down the stretch here.
Mhm.
And I kind of talked about it on the website side of things yesterday that, hey, like, look, if you go and win at Houston, I'm not saying you're going to win out and make a bowl game, but you could potentially do that. But you could also potentially just win 2 or 3 games and start to feel a lot better about 2026. You look at
Right.
what is on deck for West Virginia. Let's go and take a look here at the road ahead. Next week, you come back home. You have Colorado. That's a team that is reeling right now. They're struggling on offense. We'll see what happens with them tonight, but you like your chances there. Then you go on the road to Tempe to take on Arizona State. They are now without their starting quarterback for the rest of the season in Sam Levitt. So you may have a better chance to win that game. And then you come back home against Texas Tech, who we all know is a really good team, but their quarterback situation is a little dicey right now. Will Hammond, their backup, who had started the last couple of weeks, he's now out for the year with an ACL. Baron Morton's coming back this week, but
Right.
he's banged up. If he gets hurt between now and then, anything's on the table. So I think the big point for me here in this game, Gene, was you didn't want to have that setback performance where you looked good at times last week against TCU. You were that close to getting over the hump. Remember, we talked about that lose big, lose close, win close, win big. You're closing that gap. You came oh so close last week. The last thing you wanted to do was revert back to what had happened the previous weeks.
Right.
Instead, you build on it. You find a way to get over the hump, and you get a win. This is huge for how this end of the season plays out.
Absolutely. The way it's set up perfectly to your point. And hopefully, I'll say this. if the offense continues to progress the way that it's progressing between today and last week against TCU, the defense is going to play steady enough to keep you in the ball games. All right. And what we have for the remaining part of the season, because of the quarterback play and some of these quarterbacks that are already injured and nicked up, or whatever the case may be, our defense should be steady enough to give our offense some opportunities with some stops, some picks, some fumbles, whatever, where if the offense plays the way they played the last 2 weeks, Schuyler, it could be interesting these last 3 games. Or what
Yeah,
is it?
I mean,
Last 3 games, yeah.
you put up 45 points. It ties the most in a game this year, which obviously was set in the week in the season opener against Robert Morris. But I mean, that's what you wanted in this game. You wanted to see just signs of progression. And we all kind of knew going into this it was going to be a tough task. And you play this game 10 times, you may lose it 8 or 9. But you found a way to make it happen today and get enough plays to go your way. Look, you're talking about a whole special teams effort too. That punt at the end of the game, massive, completely changed how that game could have went because Houston got the quick strike, and you're
Yep.
starting to think, oh no, like now 4 minutes is way too much time here, even with them being out of timeouts. Ball goes off the Houston player, you pounce on it, huge, completely changes it. You still got to get a first down. You were able to do that, and you milked the clock. Also, love the call on 4th down at the end of the game to go for it on 4th and 2 because look, if you go and kick the field goal, it doesn't really change the complexion of the game. Yes, they would have to go get 2 touchdowns instead of a touchdown and a field goal, but it's still a 2-score game. You kick that field goal and that thing gets blocked. Yeah, like trust your guys to get that 2 yards. They did a lot on the ground throughout the day. They got enough push. Trust in those guys to go get those 2 yards and end the game because you know the rule, Gene. You get the 2 minutes or to the 2-minute warning, the other team's out of timeouts. Game's over. So love the
That's
call
it.
there from Rich Rod to go for it.
So let me say this. What did Rich Rod, what has he been saying over the last few weeks? Been around this thing a little bit now.
Yeah.
I've been around for a little bit. And I think I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
All right. And if I'm ahead like this, I think I know how to milk a game to win this game now. It ain't my first rodeo.
Hey, 3rd winningest coach in football right now.
Okay, listen. Oh, it's not this man's first rodeo. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. So there you have it. West Virginia 45, number 22, Houston 35. It's been the first time we were able to come on here since the backyard brawl and not have the doom and gloom that's surrounding the program. So it seems like things are starting to turn. Now you come back home, get the Colorado Buffs at home, maybe have a chance to make it 2 in a row and 3 good performances in a row, get a little bit closer to, dare I say, bowl eligibility. We'll say.
Speak it into existence.
Winning out and having bowl eligibility. So there you go.
You go.
45-35. Again, your final score for Eugene, Napoleon. I'm Schuyler Callihan. You've been watching the Mountaineer Postgame Show. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It greatly helps out our channel and populate it to the rest of Mountaineer fans. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll be back bright and early tomorrow morning with Between the Ears and my thoughts the morning after. Take care.